Hey traders, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Zhao Queen. In this video, I'll be breaking down a trade where I combine the higher time frame POI and a lower time frame entry confirmation, and it gave a massive ROI. If this is what you want to see, then stick around. Let's get right into it. Alright, so I got my POI on the 4 hours. As you can see, gold has been super bullish. We have been breaking structure to the upside, as you can see. We broke this structure. Now this was our last break of structure. This was our last break of structure. And when I took my fee to get my 50% area, I saw that this 4 hours FVG fell under the 50% of our fee. So I had my eyes there, and also I had my eyes on this former resistance area. But then I was like, okay, which is going to hold? We don't know which will hold. What did I do? I then mark out my FVG, fair value cap. I mark this FVG out. I mark this FVG out, knowing that price has a high tendency of reacting to this FVG. Why? Is at the former resistance, and along the run, this is the only FVG on this 4 hours. In this our structural area, and it's overlapping with our structural zone. So I knew it was a high probability point of interest. Now, if I am to just enter directly here, the risk to reward, it's okay, but we could get more. And also, how was I sure that this FVG was going to hold? I mean, there are valid other block, this other block, there are valid other blocks down here. Why won't price just sweep all this and then come and use the other block? I don't know. I'm not a market maker. So what did I do? I simply waited for price to tap into this 4-hour fair value gap. So I simply waited for price to tap into this 4 hours FVG, and then I went to the 5 minutes time frame. Now what am I looking for in the 5 minutes time frame? Whenever I'm taking my confirmation entries, I look for these are the things I look for on my confirmation entry. If I don't use CISD, I use market structure sheets. They are almost the same thing, just that CISD, which is change in state delivery, it uses a body close, a close above the body, which is what I'll show you here. It uses a body close, like as we tapped in here, this was the last high. This was the high that gave this sweep. Yeah, this was the high. This high here gave this sweep. So once this high is taken out, that is a market structure shift. Now that is a market structure shift, but I did not use a market structure shift. I used a change in state delivery. Now this is what a change in state delivery is. It's almost similar to market structure shift, but change in state delivery uses the body instead of using the wick of the last candle here. This is the highest candle that gave this low. So instead of using the wick, we used the body. So here you can see that this candle, this one, let me use my brush. So you can see that this particular candle, this one, it actually closed, the body closed above this area. So what did I do? I saw this FVG right here. I saw this FVG right here, and I took it, put in my prediction to stop loss just slightly below the candle that formed the FVG, and I targeted for a new high. I targeted for a new high. You can see the screenshots. I targeted for a new high, but while the trade was running, I noticed 1 hour FVG here, and immediately price started rejecting. I took my profits at 1 is to 9 RR. I took my profit around here, around 1 is to 9 here. But the whole trade was 1 is to 14 RR. So you can see, instead of just, risking your capital because you don't know which POI you hold, why don't you just use confirmation entry? CISD, you can use FVG, you can use other block. This is something else I would have also done. Let's go back to the 5 minutes. This is something else. If there are no FVG, you can always use the breaker block. Here, if you had also used the breaker block, you would have gotten a massive. If you had used the breaker block, you would have also gotten a nice RR. Then slightly cover it. That's another thing you can use in case if you say, oh, gold, what if I don't see an FVG? You can use the breaker block. You can see this is also 1 is to 8 RR. So confirmation entries will save you a lot. To save you a lot from blowing a lot of accounts and also taking a lot of Excel. This trade, it reinforces the importance of patience. Remember, my POI was on the 4 hours, but I had to wait for that 4 hours POI to be tapped in, and then I had to go down to lower time frame to get confirmation before I could take my trade. This is a key lesson. You don't need to catch every trade. You just need to maximize on the one that is in line with the trend. That's what you need to be profitable. If you found this breakdown valuable, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. Let me know in the comments what you think about this trade and what you perhaps would have done if you were to take this trade. This is our Queen. I will see you in my next videos. For now, adios.